So living forever, in Hindi we say Anand Jivan, A-N-A-N-T, Jivan. So Anand means unending, Jivan means life, unending life. So living forever and time indefinite. These are two different phrases. Time indefinite is defined as lasting for an unknown or unstated length of time. So, would you agree that everyone on this planet is somewhat living indefinitely? Because it's not known how long they will live, how long one can live. Living forever is a coin of its own, put it that way. And when a person can see satisfaction, then a person will want to live for the next day and continue. So, having a meaningful life includes recreation of some sort, having hobbies, and understanding television. Understanding what is seen on television, videos, anything that your eye can see. Um, when we read something, how much of it can we understand? If a person came to me and asked me, did I live forever? How did I do this on my own? I wouldn't give them the rules, the A's, B's, A to Z principles, simply because it was never in me, that focus point. Until one old lady came to my parents' door, and she kept coming. She was very persevering. I guess she was enduring, and I had no idea what she was talking about. And she could tell me, she could talk there for an hour. She would stand there. But one day she pulled out a thought. She said, if it was possible, this is the basic cutoff of what she said, if it was possible for people to live in a beautiful world, new world at that, and never die, would you want to learn more? And then I took the magazine, and this is back in the 90s, by the way. So the journey up till here is that long. And then she said, I'll leave this with you, brochure, and then I'll come back. Now, that's all that fascinated me about the entire faith, the entire religion is based on faith, right? So faith in something that can secure a person's interest and trust to linger and move into this, because interest basically means you want to know more. How can I attain, how can I achieve this goal? That's all I wanted from that faith. And then just a few years, about 2 years, maybe 1 year ago, it came to my attention through YouTube that even Babylon has an article that this can be accomplished. And to my disappointment, all I could think about was, why hadn't I heard it here before? Because when I heard about everlasting life and paradise, no more death, no more. Obviously, if there's no more death, there's no sadness, nothing that can frustrate a person's mind. It's practically healing, like this beautiful picture out in nature. Um, I thought, well, how can it not be that I haven't heard it here before in Babylon through Hinduism? I won't say that I'm strictly based to one faith. I was raised a Hindu, yes. My baptism was different again. So I consider myself to be a little Confucius sometimes because not everything sinks in. And this is all I wanted from that religion. Um, how did I come this far? And I'm talking for healing, for energy, for chakra. I guess this was all embedded in me through cosmos. So I was attracting and pulling a certain energy shield, I will say, because it's protective. A shield is always protective. And this energy was pulling, and I was constantly receiving. I would never push it away. I still don't. Sometimes I get very anxious and I just want to know more and I want to see this and I'll read that article, but there's not enough time in the day and there's things to do. My dears, my loves, it excites me that much that I had to, I go to nature first. If and I got anxiety pills from JSM Hitesh Kumar's pharmacy, and he said Gigi, meaning sister in our language. He said take these and try them, and I was so relieved because nature has all of these for specific ailments. Anxiety was mine, and now like there's Reiki healing, there's all these advancements that was quoted that these sorts of true knowledge will become abundant and it will be sped up. That people can go here, go there, and it's all through the internet. So it's a very gratifying system that who doesn't have one in their household? I mean, unless you're out in the village and you don't have any all that sort of um, um, electricity and power or the minds, the intellects there, to be living in this sort of a world, suburb, city, of course, one needs internet system. Um, so space thought, well, I'm not shying out now. It's time to go in. She's exploring all these avenues. I'm coming in all different directions. And here was all this good news, and good news, never bad. And I could, one day I thought, I always do, I don't remember the day I got baptized. I know the year, the month, but I guess time, it doesn't matter, even if I forgot the whole year, because time changes. The moon shifts, that's a different understanding, my dears, altogether. And any want to be listeners, the facets of shift and the moon is another knowledge book. So, for example, I feel like I'm in the era of 1990, that time, which means I haven't graduated from high school yet. But all this knowledge is ample because the law of attraction and karma and law of attraction are saying, I'm here to help you. You need healing? You're going to want this. And who am I to neglect that? Because, like I said, you neglect something good that's coming your way, it will get sick of you and it will just stop coming to you. And that's not something I want in my path. So, at my baptism, yes, it was it was like the Christian way, but I have never seen that baptized all with a good father ever again at any other baptism. And there were so many of us young girls. I don't recall any boys, but many of us were girls. And I thought, well, just like this face, she beautiful long hair tied back, shorts. Um, but I thought, well, they're out there like me, and this is what we're all doing. So it's a collective calling that I very much feel, and I connect myself even more deeply into that sort of a field. And I'm sure when I say that things are new, then we are all shifting. With the earth to get to that new stage, that new standard. But in the meantime, living towards that forever approach means we start to appreciate our standard of lifestyle today. So just taking a day at a time, forget about that forever. For now, you love it, I know, and you keep it in your mind. Keep it in the back of your mind, because your lifestyle each day is going to sanctify, it's going to separate the way you live constantly. So if you like reading on a rainy day, don't stop to do that, because all of these things keep you at peace, keep you in your self-commitment to life and away from frustration. So let's just forget religion altogether for now. It's the path of healing that a lot of women Korea, they harness it, because witches heal nature and they find healing through nature. Nature is the source of life. There were no trees, there would be no life because of the oxygen. So each time, each breath we take, it rests upon you where you breathe that breath, and it rests upon each person how they assist in the climate, because it's just not going to happen through space. It has to come from you. Your desire will become seen in the air. Okay, so if you have any further questions and you want to know more, then please reach out.